up in the Carolina hills, whistle echoing across the rocks and rills, calls me to a better place and time. And you get there on the Tweetsy Railroad line. You're in the heart of the wild, wild west. It's the place I love the best. Leave your worries and your problems far behind. All aboard, let's ride that Tweetsy Railroad line. Heart of the wild, wild west. It's the place I love the best. Leave your worries and your problems far behind. All aboard, let's ride that Tweetsy Railroad line. Riding on that new river train, riding on that new river train. The same old train that brought me here's gonna carry me away again. Oh, darling, you can't love one. Darling, you can't love one. Oh, you can't love one and have any fun. Darling, you can't love one. Riding on that new river train, riding on that new river train. The same old train that brought me here's gonna carry me away again.
Darling, you can't love two. Darling, you can't love two. Slim, no, you can't love two and still be true. Sweet darling, you can't love two.
Darling, you can't love three. Darling, you can't love three. Well, you can't love three, still love me. No, darling, you can't love three. Riding on that new river train, riding on that new river train. The same old train that brought me here's gonna carry me away again.
Darling, you can't love four. Darling, you can't love four. No, you can't love four and have have me anymore. Darling, you can't love four.
Riding on that new river train, riding on that new river train. The same old train that brought me here's gonna carry me away again.
Well, darling, you can't love five. Oh, darling, you can't love five. No, you can't love five and still get honey from my beehive. Oh, darling, you can't love five. Oh,
Riding on that new river train, riding on that new river train. The same old train that brought me here's gonna carry me away again. The same old train that brought me here's gonna carry me away again.
Come on, you rounders, for I want you to hear a story about a real brave engineer. Casey Jones was the rounder's name. On an 8-6 wheeler, boys, he won his fame. The boss called Casey about 4:30. Kissed his wife at the station door. He mounted to the cabin with his orders in his hand. Says, I'm gonna take a trip to the promised land.
Casey Jones,
Mounted to the cabin,
Casey Jones,
his orders in his hand.
Casey Jones
Mounted to the cabin,
said, I'm gonna take a trip to the promised land.
pour on the water, boy, shovel the coal. Stick your head out the window, watch the drivers roll. I've got to run her till she leaves the rail, 'cause I'm 9 hours late with the Western Mail. Casey rolled on to the fateful place where old number 9 looked him straight in the face. He hollered to his fireman, boy, you better jump, 'cause there's another locomotive and we're bound to bump.
Casey Jones,
Mounted to the cabin,
Casey Jones,
his orders in his hand.
Casey Jones
Mounted to the cabin,
said, I'm gonna take a trip to the promised land. Casey Jones
mounted to the cabin,
said, I'm gonna take a trip to the promised land.
From the great Atlantic Ocean to the wide Pacific shore, from the green old Smoky Mountains to the Southlands by the shore. She's mighty tall and handsome and known quite well by all. She's the combination on the Wabash Cannonball. She came down from Birmingham one cold December day. As she rolled into the station, you could hear all the people say, see the gal from Tennessee, she's long and she's tall. She came down from Birmingham on the Wabash Cannonball.
Listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, as she glides along the woodland, through the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo's call. You're traveling through the jungles on the Wabash Cannonball.
Our eastern states are dandies, so the people always say. From New York to St. Louis and Chicago, by the way. From the hills of Minnesota where the rippling waters fall, no changes can be taken on the Wabash Cannonball. Now here's to Daddy Claxton, may his name forever stand, and always be remembered in the courts throughout the land. His earthly race is over, now the curtains round him fall. We'll carry him home to victory on the Wabash Cannonball.
Listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, as she glides along the woodland, through the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo's call. You're traveling through the jungles on the Wabash Cannonball.
Way out in the Carolinas where the mountains meet the sky, big and shiny in the sunlight, number 12 comes rolling by.
Number 12 comes rolling by.
Built back in the 1860s, built to tough the rough terrain. Hear her happy whistle echo, that's how Tweetsie got her name.
Shovel the coal into the boiler, smoke is blowing out the stack. Ring the bell and sound the whistle, Tweetsie's coming down the track.
All aboard for Tweetsie Junction, roll on back through history. Cowboys, Indians, dance hall ladies, miners, lawmen, all to see.
Shovel the coal into the boiler, smoke is blowing out the stack. Ring the bell and sound the whistle, Tweetsie's coming down the track.
Way out in the Carolinas where the mountains meet the sky, big and shiny in the sunlight, number 12 comes rolling by.
Ring the bell and sound the whistle, Tweetsie's coming down the track.
All aboard and ride that northern railway. Grab a seat and settle down to ride to that land beyond where the sun has gone, behind the purple hills to hide. Cross the rolling plains of old Montana to the wide Pacific Sea. Let's ride that northern railroad line. Come on, it waits for you and me. Hey, oro, oro, hey, oro, oro, hey, oro, oro, dee. Hey, oro, oro, hey, oro, oro, hey, oro, oro, dee. Hey, oodly, hey, oodly. Hey, oro, oro, hey, oro, oro, dee. heights of the Rocky Mountains, through canyons where the rivers flash and roar. In the evergreens, hear the whistle scream, echo through the tunnels carved in days of yore. Where the air is clean as the mountain streams, the sky is as blue as can be. Let's ride that northern railroad line, come on, it waits for you and me. Let's ride that northern railroad line, come on, it waits for you and me.
Now this is the story of the Rock Island Line. Rock Island Line is a long train that runs from Rock Island, Illinois, all the way down to New Orleans. And on the way down there, she goes through a big toll gate. And if you've got certain things on board, why, you don't have to pay no toll. So the train rolled up to the big toll gate one day, and the man hollered and asked the engineer what all he had on board. And the engineer hollered back at him and he said, I got livestock, I got livestock, I got cows, I got mules, I got pigs, I got sheep, I got all livestock. Man hollered back, he says, you all right, boy? You can go right on through, you don't have to pay no toll. So the train started rolling through the big toll gate, started picking up a little bit of steam. Started picking up a little bit of steam. He got all the way through the big toll gate, and the engineer turned around and hollered at the man. He said, I fooled you, I fooled you. I got pig iron, I got pig iron, I got all pig iron. And now the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. The Rock Island Line is the road to ride. The Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. Well, if you ride, I got to ride it like a fine and get your ticket at the station for the Rock Island Line. Hey, it was cloudy in the west and it looked like rain. Around the bend come a passenger train, northbound heading the southbound track. He's all right a-leaving, but he won't be back. Hey, the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. The Rock Island Line is the road to ride. The Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. Well, if you ride, I got to ride it like a fine and get your ticket at the station for the Rock Island Line. Hey, I may be right and I may be wrong, but you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Now the engineer said before he died there was 2 more drinks that he'd like to try. Conductor said what could they be? He said a hot cup of coffee and a cold glass of tea. Well, the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. The Rock Island Line is the road to ride. The Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. Well, if you ride, you got to ride it like you find and get your ticket at the station for the Rock Island Line. Well, if you ride, you got to ride it like you find and get your ticket at the station for the Rock Island Line. I thought you said you had pig iron. What's that chicken doing up there? I fooled you. Fooled you. Here. There she goes out of sight.
I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Can't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morn. Can't you hear the captain shouting? Dinah, blow your horn. And Dinah, won't you blow? And Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you blow? And Dinah, won't you blow? And Dinah, won't you blow your horn. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know why. Someone's in the kitchen with the Dinah. They're strumming on the old banjo and they're singing fee-fi, fiddly-I-o. Fee-fi, fiddly-I-o, I-o-I. Fee-fi, fiddly-I-o. Strumming on the old banjo. Oh, I'll play my banjo, boys. Play that fiddle, Woody. Oh. Boy, that sounds good. Let's hear that accordion, Joey. Come on, Mr. Trombone. What about Mr. Tuba? Oh, all right. I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Can't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morn. Can't you hear the captain shouting? Dinah, blow your horn. Come on, boys. And Dinah, won't you blow? And Dinah, won't you blow? And Dinah, won't you blow your horn? I got one. Tweetsy, won't you blow? A Tweetsy, won't you blow? A Tweetsy, won't you blow your horn? Boom! Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah, strumming on the old banjo, and they're singing fee-fi, fiddly-I-o. Fee-fi, fiddly-I-o, I-o-I. Fee-fi, fiddly-I-o. Oh, strumming on the old banjo. Oh, banjos and Tweetsy, my two favorite things.
Watch her fly, here comes the Santa Fe. She's thundering loud, she's roaring haughty and proud at the break of day. Ooh, watch her fly, here comes the Santa Fe. I'll ride her on the blinds if I can catch her on time. Here comes the Santa Fe. Here comes the triple yodel. Adiole, pretty-oo-dee-oh, pretty-oo-lady, odelay, pretty-oo-dee-oh, pretty-oo-lady. A drifting cowboy alone at the breaking of dawn slowly wakes from his dreamless sleep.
By the ripple and falls where his wanderlust called, in a gorge with a canyon steep,
where the silvery rails follow mountainous trails, cross the prairie and onto the sea,
where the girl he loves best in a soft gingham dress is waiting for the whistle scream.
Ooh, watch her fly, here comes the Santa Fe. She's thundering loud, she's roaring haughty and proud at the break of day. Ooh, watch her fly, here comes the Santa Fe. I'll ride her on the blinds if I can catch her on time. Here comes the Santa Fe. Watch her fly, here comes the Santa Fe. She's thundering loud, she's roaring haughty and proud at the break of day. Ooh, watch her fly, here comes the Santa Fe. I'll ride her on the blinds if I can catch her on time. Here comes the Santa Fe.
a-dee-o-lay, a-dee-o-dee-o, a-dee-o-lay, o-de-lay, a-dee-o-dee-o, a-dee-o-lay,
We're up in the morning at breaking of day. The chuck wagon's busy, the flapjack's in play. The herd is astir over hillside and vale, with the night riders a crowding them onto the trail.
Come take up your cinches and shake out your reins. Come wake your old bronco and break for the plains. Come roust out your steers from the long chaparral, for the outfit is off to the railroad corral.
The sun circles upward, the steers as they plod are pounding to powder the hot prairie sod. It seems as the dust makes me dizzy and sick, we'll never reach noon and the cool shady creek.
But tie up your kerchief and ply up your nag. Come dry up your grumbles and try not to lag. Come drive out your steers from the long chaparral, for we're far on the road to the railroad corral.
The afternoon shadows are starting to lean when the chuck wagon sticks in a marshy ravine. The herd scatters farther than vision can look, and you can bet all the punchers will help out the cook.
But the longest of days must reach evening at last. The hills are all climbed and the creeks are all passed. The tired herd droops in the yellowing light. Let 'em loaf if they will, for the railroad's in sight.
So flap up your holster and snap up your belt,
And strap up your saddle whose lap you have felt.
Goodbye to the steers from the long chaparral.
There's a town that's a truck by the railroad corral.
There's a town that's a trump by the railroad corral.
I can't wait to get going, boys.
Ghost train. The train slides into the station at midnight. Just a couple of shadowy shapes are waiting there. The conductor beckons a bony finger, says all aboard, if you dare, and ride the ghost train. Igor takes your suitcase, and Dracula shows you to your seat. Right between Frankenstein and the Wolfman. Here's a couple of my friends I'd like you to meet. On the ghost train. On the ghost train. Goblins, ghosts, and ghouls all riding next to you on the ghost train. I was thirsty, so I eased on up to the club car. I thought I'd get a sip of something cool. 3 witches were working round a cauldron. They said, "We're stirring something special up for you." On the ghost train. On the ghost train. Barreling down a midnight track. Never will be coming back, ghost train. When the Grim Reaper stopped to punch my ticket, I said, that's it, man, I'm getting out of here. Everybody laughed. I said, what's so funny about that? And they said, the devil himself is the engineer. He's driving the ghost train. He's driving the ghost train. You'll never get off the ghost train. Might as well make yourself comfortable. So if you're ever up in the woods at midnight, in the fearsome fog and the drizzling rain, and you hear a whistle split the air, but you know there ain't no tracks up there, yeah, it's the ghost train. You're hearing the ghost train. It's the ghost train. The fiends are shoveling coal and the devil's got your soul on the ghost train. Riding the ghost train. You're on the ghost train. Ghost train.